Hey everybody, it's AJ with UV Codes, back with another Monday movie news. If you haven't been around here at these Monday movie news, I like to just go over the upcoming new movies for this Friday that will be available at uvcodesforyou.com, and any other general movie industry news that may come up that I think is interesting or needs to be shared. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So our first movie this week is Maze Runner: The Death Cure. Young hero Thomas embarks on a mission to find a cure for a deadly disease known as the flare. It's got a 6.5 out of 10 on IMDb. It is starring Dylan O'Brien as Thomas, Ki Hong Lee as Mino, Kaya, I'm sorry, I can't pronounce her last name. She is playing Teresa, and Thomas Brody as Newt. Some trivia or fun facts for this. There's a scene where Teresa and Ava are presenting their data to board members at WCKD. One member, the only one not to speak a word, is none other than that author of the book series, James Dashner. Another is Dylan O'Brien suffered some serious injuries when he was dragged under the vehicle which he was strapped on when he fell on top of its roof while filming the opening train chase sequence on 17th March 2016. His injuries included concussion, fractured cheekbones, and orbital sockets, as well as lacerations. The recovery took longer than expected, which resulted in the production had to be shut down indefinitely until he was fully recovered. The production would only resume almost a year later in February 2017. So some serious injuries there. Like I said, this was Maze Runner: The Death Cure, and it got a 6.5 out of 10 on IMDb. It'll be available this Friday at uvcodesforyou.com. Our second movie coming out this Friday is Den of Thieves, a gritty crime saga which follows the lives of an elite unit of LA County Sheriff's Department and the state's most successful bank robbery crew as the outlaws plan a seemingly impossible heist on the Federal Reserve Bank. It's got a 7 out of 10 on IMDb. It's starring Gerard Butler as Big Nick O'Brien, Pablo Schreiber as Ray Merriman, O'Shea Jackson Jr. as Donnie Wilson, and 50 Cent as Ensign Laveau. Some trivia or fun facts for this movie. Gerard Butler gained 25 pounds for his role, which was recommended by the director. The film was in development for roughly 14 years, where director Christian and a writing partner had a blind deal with the New Line Cinema in 2003. The project was also later supposed to be distributed by the now defunct Relativity Media at one point as well. So, like I said, this is Den of Thieves. It got a 7 out of 10 on IMDb, and it will be available this Friday at uvcodesforyou.com. Our third movie for this week is Hostiles. In 1892, a legendary army captain reluctantly agrees to escort a Cheyenne chief and his family through dangerous territory. It's got a 7.3 out of 10 on IMDb. It's starring Scott Shepherd as Wesley Quaid, Rosamund Pike as Rosalie Quaid, Ava Cooper as Lucy Quaid, Stella Cooper as Sylvie Quaid, and David Mid-Thunder as Buffalo Man. Some trivia or fun facts for this movie. Rosamund Pike revealed in an interview that she and Christian Bale barely spoke during filming outside of shooting their scenes, saying that Bale would keep a distance. Our characters in Hostiles are quite dysfunctional, but have this profound connection that we let happen without ever really talking about it. That's an interesting insight into some of the acting techniques that go on. The film was shot in chronological order. Christian Bale and Rosamund Pike were supposed to work together a year earlier in a movie called The Deep Blue Goodbye, which would have been directed by James Mangold, but the project fell through due to Bale's leg injuries. Bale recovered, but the project did not resurface, and he teamed up with Pike for this film. So, like I said, that is Hostiles, and it got a 7.3 out of 10 on IMDb, and it'll be available this Friday at uvcodesforyou.com. Last but not least, we have our final movie for this week, which is Paddington 2. Paddington, now happily settled with the Brown family and a popular member of the local community, picks up a series of odd jobs to buy the perfect present for his Aunt Lucy's 100th birthday. This got a 8 out of 10 on IMDb. It's starring Ben Whishaw as Paddington, Hugh Grant as Phoenix Buchanan, Hugh Bonneville as Henry Brown, and Sally Hawkins as Mary Brown. This was nominated for 3 BAFTAs. Some fun facts or trivia for this movie. After months of speculations, on October 2015, it was confirmed that Paul King would return to helm the second installment. By the time the sequel was announced, Paddington 2014 had become the highest-grossing independent family film of all time, the highest-grossing film in the UK among all 2014 releases, and the first family film in 10 years to be nominated for Best British Film at the BAFTAs. Creator of the Paddington books, Michael Bond, was told of the official announcement of the second film on his 90th birthday, and he unfortunately passed away before the release of the second movie. So, like I said, this is Paddington 2. It got an 8 out of 10 on IMDb, and it will be available with all of the other movies that we discussed this Friday at uvcodesforyou.com. If you do decide to purchase any of the movies this week from the site, be sure to use the discount code that I've set up for you guys, which is YouTube5 with a capital Y. This will save you 5% at checkout. So for movie news this week, I just wanted to let you guys know about a deal that AMC Theaters is running. You can join AMC Theaters on April 19th for a smokin' double feature of Super Troopers and Super Troopers 2. You can get their tickets now. I will link the URL for this in the description. And it says, you know, you get to see both films and receive a free collectible mini posters while the supplies last. So if you like the Super Troopers films and want to go see both of them this Thursday, check the link in the description and go check it out. One last thing in the news category, I wanted to let everyone know that for May, my quantities for the titles, some of them are not as high as they normally are, so I will be running out of some in pre-orders. So if there are any movies that you really want to get, I would recommend this month getting them in pre-orders just to make sure you get them, because once I run out, I will run out this month. I will not be able to get a ton more. Now that we've gone over the movies for this week and the movie news, let's get right into announcing the winner from the past Free Code Friday. Alright, Baby Hoops, you're the winner for this week. I will leave a comment on your entry and get a way to get a hold of you either through Instagram or email, and I'll get your code right to you. Thank you everyone who entered. A lot of support on this video, a lot of entries, more than ever. And also the channel has just been growing, so I want to thank everyone for your support on that. If you know anyone else who would like this channel, please share any of the videos with them, or just let them know about my channel, about my website. I would really appreciate it. Hope everybody has a great week. Take it easy, guys. Peace.